Yo.
Before we get into the fun stuff, I want to show them my new wrap.
Okay.
So they can...
That's what they can't see.
We're going to show you the new wrap. Cheapy, Amazon. Just cover up the bare metal. And let us know right now what you think of this new wrap.
That's not mud, it's the wrap.
It's a wrap. So no, the wrap is under there somewhere. But yeah, how do you like it? So where we at?
We're Ride Royal Blue. I lost my favorite sunglasses already.
And we took the most expensive drive to a Mexican restaurant.
It was delicious. They had chorizo, so that was nice.
Yeah.
I don't know that it was worth all this though.
I don't know. I don't think we did a video at the Badlands. Or not Badlands. That was the first time.
Bedford.
At Bedford. A little bit ago. We broke the U-joint again. We replaced it with a Super ATV pinned yoke. Since we broke 2 of those now, tried to upgrade. And we went, might as well go with the Bounty Series U-joint. The U-joint was greased. We took a 10-mile ride, round trip, through the mud, as you can see. And we're coming home in the dark, and our buddy Rob behind us was like, whoa, there's sparks and stuff coming out of sprinkles going down the road. So we get looking, can't find nothing hot. Happen to walk around the front and see glowing metal dripping down onto the skid plate there.
And it was a U-joint.
Yeah, it's a U-joint. So luckily we're what, half mile from the campsite.
Yes.
So far on this trip we got our site rental. We got our site rental, which we had no electric yesterday because storms and wind had moved through right before we got here. And then this. So
anyway, the good news.
We don't know why. We don't know why. We have a theory because the U-joints were greased. We have a theory that the RS1 diff, we've been told, is overdriven when on a non-Pro XP transmission, I guess. We'll have to research that. So was it being overdriven, and that stress has to go somewhere, and
don't forget, you know, my locker, so I'm always in
yes,
four-wheel drive.
Always four-wheel drive with the torque locker.
Because I did not have trouble until that was put in, so that could be part of the theory.
And this is our first real ride with
all of it.
The locker, we've been on a few rides, but this was, you know, 10 miles was, you know, probably the longest it's been, and immediately tore up the joint. So we actually went to DTF down here at Royal Blue. They do trailside recoveries and repairs and service parts. They have the parts. That's amazing because nobody else is, I don't know anywhere else that carries it.
We've been into dealerships that we had to buy a whole drive shaft just for a yoke.
Just for the yoke. So we went and got the yoke and the U-joint, and he was like, hey, y'all's Crash City, right? Yeah. He's like, let me treat you and hook you up good. So down his neck of the woods, and he actually is from Indiana, so that's nice. He's like, he's got a spare lift available. No, we could do it here, but you know, mud and crawling over stuff.
But if you're gonna invite us to hang out.
Yeah, if you're gonna invite us to hang out, and I believe I forgot jack stands, and who knows what else. So we're gonna take him up on his offer and go see what we got. He's got a welder there, so if the other yoke is the other yoke on the drive shaft is tweaked, then he's got used drive shafts there we can steal parts off of. So
I wonder if he's got some lighting scissors for me.
I don't know. It's a win-win, so we're going to take advantage of a kind offer, and we're going to go
if
do
you're
that.
down
right now.
here and you need something, oh, they even have a route too. I saw that you could take pictures on.
Oh yeah.
So just to
Yeah.
give them a shout out.
They do rentals, and they've got a little convenience store. They got pressure washing. We saw, I think. It's a
Which
good little
I
place.
need right now.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna try to limp her. I'd rather throw her in the trailer, but he's got everything we need. So even if the yokes do come apart, as long as it doesn't damage. What? He's got an RS1 diff there, so shoot. If it works, do we trade it? I don't know.
Here's one with a locker to buy.
There's endless possibilities. You want to switch out some internals for a locker? Is the locker causing the heat and the issues up there? Because the angle is pretty much straight, you know, so it's not an angle issue. I just don't know what it is. So we're gonna fix what we gotta fix, give it a test drive, I guess, with the locker in it, and go from there. So let's head that way.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, we made it.
Made it.
There it is, GTF Power Sports on Stinking Creek Road, Royal Blue. Did we say where we were at?
I think I did when we started.
Yeah, so, yeah. Wash, service bays, parts accessories, food, gas, pizza.
Well, maybe
We
get
need
it
to check
fixed
that
while
out.
we go in there.
We like pizza.
Yeah, we like food.
So, I've already got sprinkles in there. Let's just run through like the... Oh, they got the stop sign. I don't know whether to go in or yield or stop.
Do you have to wait for green to go inside? Hurry, go! It's
Go.
green.
We got...
Tires for
Auxiliaries.
sale.
Look at here. Cup holders. Some of their DTF 5 stuff there.
Parts.
Accessorize. Trash holders, trail soda holders. You got
Wait, we decided that's for trail trophies.
trail soda trophies. We got to come up with our
I had a couple
that's
trophies
great.
last night.
Fuel jugs. Big old rope. Oils. Belts. Bust a spindle. You got it? Bearings. Polaris, Can-Am. Got boots, tie rods, ends. Everything. There's where we got our U-joints.
Shift cable.
Shift cable. Yeah, stuff that
Limit
normally
straps.
a lot of people don't carry. So you got rhinos, drag lines,
Bushings.
tie rod ends, bushings. Yeah, I mean, switches. Your light switch goes bad. You can swap out. We've actually had that happen. So yeah, and this miscellaneous, some washers, clutch pullers. Is that the Can-Am? Or is that the? I don't know which one that is. There's where we got our U-joint parts, yokes. So
I guess we'll get at it.
yeah, we'll get at it. See if Amber knows how to work. Oh, there, he got it up.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to get up in there and get my drive shaft.
So, shop, 2 lifts, and I guess we're gonna get to
She
work.
has hydraulic steering.
Yeah, I seen that. That's cheating.
Yeah, it is.
Well, my EPS kept going bad. I had the shock therapy rack, and the rack was fantastic, but my EPS is garbage.
Scott said we could come in and do the lift. I figured, as big as Joe is, he was just gonna pick it up and hold it while we
So
worked
you
on
need,
it.
you need to drop the skid plate down.
No, we can get
I
it.
can
Okay.
get up in here.
What have you found out?
Same thing you do.
It's warm from just driving over here. Yeah, I don't know what we got. Let's see. The cap is wiggling inside the joint. We've already got we've already got that out. So it's a little extra wiggly, but where was the?
Right here.
Okay, so and compared to, I'm gonna go back. So it's like, you know, you got a little bit of a joint or gap there, and then a big old gap. So those are hitting there, but I'm gonna guess that's after the bearing failed, or the U-joint.
Guess we'll slide that out.
So I wonder if the drive shaft yoke's tweaked. One way to find out. Block. Welder Amber. So, Red Bull, we're about ready to trade that in for something a little more powerful. So this is the old one, and just destroyed. Yeah, like that in there. These caps, remember we showed you, that one's loose. I mean, you can almost push that one out. The old, we were practicing getting our little welder fired up right. But the old one here, I don't think it was like that, you know, from when we put the new U-joint in, but check that out. Just so that used to be on the drive shaft. That's deleted now. And we're just going back to, you know, OEM style EPI, I think. But yeah,
I know the U-joint's EPI.
yeah, U-joint's definitely EPI. Greasable. Should be good. Looks a lot like a Spicer. So yeah, so we bought a used drive shaft to get the drive shaft yoke, you know, this one that we cut off on it. We've got it squared up, I believe, pretty darn good. We're gonna throw it in the buggy to fit it, rotate it around and see if we got any craziness. We did once, had to take it off because it was pushed to one side, so got it centered up a little bit better. Scott and them went out on a recovery.
Yeah.
If we didn't have sprinkles to work on, or sprinkles was done, we could have followed along and did a recovery. So we're gonna test fit this, get it in there. As long as it looks good, we'll weld it up, throw the joint and the other yoke on, put it back in for finished, and give it a try, give it a drive. So actually, we're using a little Harbor Freight welder, 110. Yeah, I mean, it's shockingly good.
Yeah, that was my first pass just trying it, so.
Yeah, just seeing if we were set right. It's pretty good. Little 110 welder on gas. It's welding 120 and all that good. So.
Yeah, I could have done worse first time using someone else's stuff. Definitely could have went worse.
Yeah, again, huge shout out to these guys. There comes the owner right there. The woman in charge.
She's on the move.
So, big thanks to them for letting us hog half of their shop.
So we probably better get at it and get out of it so they can do their thing.
Yep.
Without us in the way.
Yep. I'd say flip it. so we're not pulling it. Yeah, there you go.
That's what the dealerships all say.
I think weld's nice, don't it?
It's just weird when it, just the way the gas comes on and off.
A little delay.
Kind of a little learning curve, or if you, I don't know if the wire quit touching and then it'll stop. It's just weird. Just a little learning curve, I guess.
It just depends on what kind of train you're on. Like we use, like when we bump up, we went to the trail piece. But it just depends
We
on.
need some nippers. I'll get them.
Those aren't really good on the road, but they're great in the woods.
All right, let's go through.
But the island's helpful than I thought.
And no, I'm not wearing gloves because I don't have any. So, I am being bad.
Heck yeah.
Well, I've done better, but I'm also on a welder. I don't know.
No, that's good. That's everything's burning good. That's good. I'll let it cool off.
I mean,
It looks as good as a
Professional.
doing it.
drive shaft welder.
Professional.
More professional than me.
More
Nobody's
professional.
paying me to weld the drive shafts.
I ain't.
Send it my way. You're not paying me?
Mm-mm. I'll let you have a couple snacks.
Cold snacks? Ooh, yes. I feel like I need one right now.
I'll let it cool down a little bit. We get the U-joints in. Patch back together. I guess,
Okay.
let's check out this overdrive stuff.
I like this helmet.
We're gonna have to get a lift. It's convenient. Let's just. Surely we can't miss that.
I hope not.
And then we'll go over here. Is that one straight up or a little? Put it straight up. Well, hey. Let's not get the barrel before the horses, or the cart before the horses. We can't spit in front.
Oh, I thought you were just going ahead and marking them while we were waiting.
Oh, we could go ahead, but we can't mark that one until we get the non-Bluetooth drive shaft in there. Has it really been all day? So, what
I
do we
mean,
do?
I feel like it took as long as everyone else trying to figure out who the real Slim Shady is.
We, I can't remember what we filmed last because we got to the point where we got to go. But
I think we were welded.
you got welded, yeah.
I got that
you
welded.
welded the drive shaft, and it's in there now, good. The yoke fought us a little bit, it's a little narrow. The EPI aftermarket yoke. But what we did was we marked the tires with some blue chalk, and the rear turns. Let's say this is straight up now, but it was over here, so
Well, it was up there.
Oh, we'll go in the middle. Then. Is that better?
It was
So,
a little off.
so there's an issue there. So I don't know if that's the problem with the spool heating that up. It was why we were flying molten lava. But she's gonna give it a test drive and we'll see if it gets warm. Okay, it's I think when we said earlier this was the most expensive trip we've ever taken to a Mexican restaurant. That's still the she's drank all the cold snacks. They're in the cooler.
What are you telling people?
I was just reminding them that this is the most expensive
$1,000 trip.
$1,000 trip to eat Mexican food, because that's all we got done.
I went through a mud hole, as you can see.
So what, we went on a
I
5-mile road ride.
I don't even think it was, I think it was like 2 miles. I
It wasn't.
literally wasn't even 5.
3, let's call it 3.
Well, I'm just gonna say right now, look.
3.14. So
look here.
well, that's secondary.
Well, all right,
So-
go with the primary.
You know, we come back into there to check it. It's so hot you can't hold your hand on it. Already slung all the grease out of it.
And while we're dealing with this, let me remind everyone, my kitty cat died today while I was gone. So
Yeah.
there's that. And my hamster died 2 weeks ago. So, you know, I'm not in a very good mood.
So then we were walking by discussing on what did we do.
And Steven and I were talking and I just went here. Not so much up here. Like, look, it's not up here. It's like kind of, I suspect there's something wrong right here.
And that cup's hot enough you can't hold your hand to. So what we mentioned earlier about our marks on the tires, this mark was straight up. We put marks on them both straight up. Spun them while we were on the lift. Put that one back straight up. And then this one was like back to here. Now you can still see it. So see, this one is here.
It's here.
And it's coming around a little closer now.
So we're
But-
just guessing the full spool is just too much with this overdriven thing, because I didn't have these problems until we put the spool in.
17 turbo transmission, 21 RS1 diff, Pro XP diff, whatever you call it.
So I don't get to ride this weekend. So
We're probably just gonna
All that money.
drive back home in the morning and
just for an educational, well, I mean, it's good if you guys learned something
yeah.
from my adventures.
I think you have to say that the full spool in the diff is bad.
It's bad for me, maybe not bad for some other people.
Now we need to investigate what's different in the transmission if we want to keep it. That we need to swap out to make that. And just because
I'm just beyond disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. And we took 2 days off work, which we don't get much time off work to go ride. And then, I mean, there's just really nothing we can do at this point because we don't have RS1 internals. And that would be another half a day wasted.
and another few hundo. Just hey, she been making the money rain around here trying to get
Well, we spent $1,000 on this trip already?
probably.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's a learning lesson.
I'm never coming back to ride Royal Blue. Like when I have a bad experience, whether it's the park's problem or not, I don't ever want to come back. As I blame the park. But it is nice from
Next time
what
we'll,
I can see in the mountains.
next time we'll get Tackett area. But great people, Scott at DTF
Oh gosh.
and his wife.
They were so awesome and fun and funny and just helped us out so much. So I can't complain there.
Yes.
And I got to use that little welder. I kind of want one. I was surprised how well it was weird though, because it was like the gas stayed on for a little bit before it started welding. So that was kind of,
It was a nice welder.
yeah, it was nice for, what do you say, $350? I mean, if you're looking for a little 110 welder, that thing was, what was it, a Titan?
I think so. So yeah, we gotta make a decision. Do we take the Torque Master full spool out of it, or do we spend more money to match the transmission closer to it. I don't know.
I feel like throwing a grenade at her right now.
It's been
Like
bad.
a flat out, like real deal. We're here with some military people. Maybe
They know how to get it done.
they could hook me up.
So, yeah, so we're just learning. And she's done some awesome stuff on a stock old style diff. So, don't necessarily need the locker, just trying it out. But, you know, see what works, what doesn't. Unfortunately, it doesn't. So, I think we're going to enjoy the rest of the evening and prepare for the next trip. And get James's razor done. We got some more work coming in the shop. Get that done. And gear up for our next trip. And yeah, we're itching to ride, and so we're gonna get it ready. So thanks for watching. Check us out. We got clutch kits coming. Website crashcitysxsparts.com. And we're gonna have some clutch kits and stuff, so check it out.